Hello children, welcome to 7th Science online classes. Motion and time. So today we are going to discuss the exercise part in this lesson. Exercises, page number 156 and 157 in your textbook. And we'll discuss from the first question. First one, classify the following as motion along a straight line, circular or oscillatory motion. So here given some motions and you have to find that is which kind of motion. Okay, first one, motion of your hands while running. Motion of your hands while running. So that is an oscillatory motion. Next one, motion of a horse pulling a cart on a straight road. That is motion along a straight line. Third one, motion of a child in a merry-go-round. That is a circular motion. Fourth one, motion of a child on a seesaw. That is an oscillatory motion or a periodic motion. Fifth one, motion of the hammer of an electric bell. That is also an oscillatory motion. And sixth one, motion of a train on a straight bridge. That is motion along a straight line. Second question, which of the following are not correct? The first one, the basic unit of time is second. Yes, so that statement is correct. The basic unit of time is second. And second one, every object moves with a constant speed. No. An object can move with a constant or variable speed. Any speed they can move. So that this statement is false, or this statement is not correct. And third one, distances between two cities are measured in kilometers. Yes, because the distances between two cities very large. So we are using a kilometer. So this statement is true or correct. And fourth one, the time period of a given pendulum is constant. So that is not correct, because time period of a pendulum depends on the length of the thread. So that is not correct. Fifth one, the speed of a train is expressed in meter per hour. That statement is also correct. The speed of train is expressed in kilometer per hour or meter per hour. Both are correct. Next one, a simple pendulum takes 32 seconds to complete 20 oscillations. What is the time period of the pendulum? So first you have to write the given values. Number of oscillations 20 from the question. Number of oscillations 20. Time taken. You know that the formula of time. Total time taken by number of oscillations. Total time taken by number of oscillations. Total time taken that is 32 seconds. So 32 by 20, that is equal to 1.6 second. Okay, so first you have to write the given values. After that, write the which formula you have to use, write that one. Then substitute the values in that formula. So once again, number of oscillations 20. Then another given value is, see, total time taken to complete 20 oscillations, that is 32 seconds. Then time taken, total time taken by number of oscillations, that is equal to 32 by 20 equals 1.6 second. Fourth one, the distance between two stations is 240 km. A train takes 4 hours to cover this distance. Calculate the speed of the train. So here we want to find speed. which are the given values? Distance between two stations, 240 kilometer. A train takes 4 hours to cover the distance, so time taken 4 hours. Speed, the formula for speed, distance upon time, so 240 by 4 equals 60 kilometer per hour. So these 3 and 4th questions that you can write in your notebook. Fifth one, the odometer of a car reads 57,321 kilometer when the clock shows the time 8:30 a.m. Okay, so that car shows the odometer, it shows this reading, and the time shows 8:30. What is the distance moved by the car if at 8:50 a.m. the odometer reading has changed to 57,336 kilometer? So that car is run this much distance, this from 57,321 to 57,336 kilometer, and time is 8:30 to 8:50. Calculate the speed of the car in kilometer per minute during this time. Express the speed in kilometer per hour also. So that is the lengthy question. So first we have to write the given values. See, initial reading of the odometer. Initial reading means the first reading. The odometer, that first time, that is the reading. So 57,321 kilometer. And final reading means 57,336 kilometer. Then distance covered by the car. So what is the distance from this final reading minus initial reading? We get that distance. So 57,336 minus 57,321, final reading of the odometer minus initial reading of the odometer. So we get the answer 15 kilometer. So that is the distance. So we got one thing, that is distance. Next, starting time of car is 8:30 and ending time, and it stops 8:50. So what is the time taken to complete this 15 kilometer? 20 minutes. So now we got this distance and time. Now we want to find speed. So all of you got this. So first you have to write initial reading of the car or odometer, that is 57,321, final reading also. Then distance, calculated by distance, you have to subtract from final reading of the odometer to initial reading. Then you got 15 kilometers, so that is the distance. Then the same way we have to find the time also. So 8:50 minus 8:30, so we get 20 minutes. Then we want to find speed. Distance upon time. Distance is 15 kilometer and time is 20 minutes. So I will just show to you 15 divided by 20. So we can cut with 5. 3 and here 4. So 3 by 4 kilometer per minute. And again you want to find the decimal form, 3, 4. Okay, so here it will not go. So 30, 7. 7 fours are 28. Then 2, and 25. 4 fives are 20. So this is the answer, 0.75 kilometer per minute, 0.75 kilometer per minute. So this is the answer, but in this question we want to convert this kilometer per minute to kilometer per hour. That also we want to do. So how we will do that? See, you know that 60 minute equals 1 hour. Yes, 60 minute. 60 minute equals 1 hour. So here we want to convert this 20 minute to hour. So 20 minute, how we will convert 20 minute to 1 hour? So 20 by 60. 20 by 60 or 1 by 60 into 20 or 20 by 60. So 20 by 60, 20 by 60. So we cut this 0, 0 and 2 one time and here 3. So 1 by 3 hour. 1 by 3 hour. So we convert this 20 minute to minute by dividing by 60. Then we want to find speed. Speed equals distance upon time. So here distance is what? 15 and time is 1 by 3 hour. So I'll just write once again. 15, distance is 15 kilometer and time we already showed now 1 by 3 hour. So 1 by 3 hour. Then so how we will do or do this? First you take the reciprocal of 1 by 3 and do. Okay, so 15 into 3 by 1. 15 into 3 equals 45 kilometer per hour. This is the final answer. Okay, so this also you have to write in your notebook. Sixth question. Salma takes 15 minutes from her house to reach her school on a bicycle. Okay, from house to school she takes 15 minutes. If the bicycle has a speed of 2 meter per second, speed is 2 meter per second. Calculate the distance between her house and the school. So here we want to find the distance. So how we will find the distance using that triangle? Speed equals distance upon time. So here we want to find distance. So how we will find distance? Speed into time. Speed into time. Okay, now we'll see what is the speed in this question and what is the time. After getting that two values we can multiply. See, Salma takes 15 minutes from her house. So that is the time. 15 minutes is the time, and here speed also given, that is 2 meter per second. So you see one children, here speed is 2 meter per second. Here it is given in second, but here time is given in minutes. So one is minute, one is second, so we cannot do the calculation. So first we want to do what? We have to convert this one value or both values are in the same, then only we can do the problem. So we want to convert this minute to second, because here speed is in minute, meter per second. So here also we want to convert this minute to second. Okay, so see, Time taken by Salma to reach her school by bicycle is 15 minutes. So here we want to convert minute to second. So how we will convert minute to second? Multiply with 60, because 1 minute equals 60 seconds. 1 minute equals 60 seconds. Okay, so 15 into 60, that is 900 second. Then speed of Salma's bicycle is 2 meter per second. That is also a given value. 2 meter per second. Then we calculate distance. So we know speed equals distance upon time. So distance equals speed into time. So here speed is 2, that is 2 meter per second. So 2 meter per second into 900 second. So here I just show how to do this thing. 2 meter per second into 900 second. So here also in the numerator also second, denominator also second. So we cancel these two things. So 2 into 900, that is 1800, then meter, 1800 meter. So that is the answer. 1800 meter is the answer. But here the question, we want to convert this, because 1000 meter equals 1 kilometer. So here 1800 meter. So how we will convert this meter to kilometer? By dividing by 1000. So 1800 by 1000 equals, see, I'll just show you, 1800 divided by 1000. So we can cut these zeros. So answer is 18 by 10. That equals 18 by 10. 10 divided by 10, we will get 1.8. 1.8 kilometer. 1.8 kilometer. Okay children, so this also you can do in your notebook. If your notebook is not with you, you can write in one paper, and after getting the notebook you can stick there. Okay. Then next one, show the shape of the distance time graph for the motion in the following cases. Show the shape of the distance time graph. A car moving with a constant speed, a car parked on a roadside. That is the question. So a car moving with a constant speed. So the graph come like this. X-axis, this is the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. This is the y-axis. Okay, and x-axis time, y-axis distance. So the car moving with a constant speed, that is in a 10 kilometer, it move 10 meter, to next to 15 kilometer, it's move 15 kilometer, like that. Okay, so that is a constant speed. So that time we got a straight line or a slope. We get a slope like this. Okay, so this is a car moving with a constant speed. You have to draw this graph. Then a car parked on a roadside. Car parked on a roadside means that car is not moving, that is a rest position. So that time we get the graph like this. So here the line, so this is y-axis distance and this is the x-axis time, and we got the line, that line is parallel to the time axis. See the time axis. So this line is parallel to the time axis. So that indicates the car parked on a roadside, or the car is not moving. Which of the following relations is correct. Eighth question. Speed equals distance into time, speed equals distance upon time, speed equals time by distance, speed equals 1 by distance into time. So we know that which relation is correct. Speed equals distance upon time. So you can mark this answer in your textbook. The ninth one, the basic unit of speed, kilometer per minute, meter per minute, kilometer per hour, meter per second. So what is the answer? The basic unit of speed is meter per second. Question number 9 also you can do in your textbook. Now we will read question number 10. A car moves with a speed of 40 km/h for 15 minutes. So just imagine one car is moving and in the meter you can see 40 km/h, 15 minutes. So 15 minutes the car move with 40 km/h, the same speed 40 km/h for 15 minutes. And the next stage and with a speed of 60 km/h for the next 15 minutes. So first 15 minutes 40 km/h, the next 15 minutes it move with 60 km/h. Okay, so you have to find the distance covered by the car. So here given some options also, 100 km, 25 km, 15 km, 10 km. So first you have to find the answer calculations and mark the answer. So this question, this answer also you can do in your notebook. So here two parts in this question. You have to find, first we want to find 40 km/h for 15 minutes. We want to find the speed of 40 km/h for 15 minutes. After that we want to find the speed of 60 km/h for next 15 minutes. Two parts are there. Okay, so we will see. When the speed of the car is 40 km/h, so first case 40 km/h, the time taken is 15 minutes. So that is the given values in the question. 40 km/h is the speed, 15 minutes is the time. So one is in the hour. See here 40 km/h, here hour and here minute. So what we have to do? We have to convert these minutes to hour. So 15 minutes to hour. See, so time taken 15 minutes. So how we will convert minute to hour? Divided by 60. So 15 by 60 equals, see children, 1 hour equals 60 minute. 1 hour equals 60 minute. That is why 15 minute by 60. Okay, 15 by 60. 15 by 60. So with the 5. 3 here 12. Then 3 by 12. So out of 3, 12 we can't do that. So point okay 2 6 so we get the answer what? 0.25 0.25 hour. So in the first case we got time 0.25 hour. Then find so how we'll find speed? Distance upon time. So distance, okay, here we want to find the distance. So how to find distance? Distance equals speed into time. So here speed equals 40 km/h and time is 0.25. So 40 into 0.25. So we get the answer 10 km. Okay, 10 kilometer. Now we take the second thing, that is the car 60 kilometer per hour. The speed is 60 kilometer per hour. When the speed of the car is 60 kilometer per hour, we'll see. Here also distance covered D2. So we'll just write D1 and D2 for first case and second case. So here also speed into time. So here speed equals 60 into 0.25, so 15 kilometers. Okay, and total distance by the car is D1 plus D2, that is 10 kilometer plus 15 kilometer, that is 25 kilometer. Okay children, so this also you can do in your notebook. 11th question, I skip that 11th question. Now 12th question. This figure you can see in your textbook shows the distance time graph for the motion of two vehicles A and B. Which one of them moving faster? So looking this graph, you will see which vehicle move fast, vehicle A or vehicle B. See, so here vehicle A, see vehicle A, and it takes time, very less time. So when we are taking from here to here, the time axis from up to this, it covers this much distance. But what about B? It takes too much time. It takes too much time to cover the distance. So which is faster? Vehicle A. Vehicle A is moving faster than vehicle B. And the last question, which of the following distance time graph shows a truck moving with a speed which is not constant? Which is not constant. So we'll see the 4 graphs. First graph, second graph, third graph and fourth graph. So which of the following time graph shows a truck moving with a speed which is not constant? That is, first case it is moving sometime 40 kilometer hour, then it shifted to 50 kilometer, then 60, again come to 40. So that is called not constant. So here which graph is not constant like that? This third one. See here the graph, first it is moving like this, then up, then down like that. So that is not constant. So the answer is, which car is not constant? This third one. So this you can mark in your textbook. Okay children. So thank you.